thoughts and prayers are with his family.
We're going to miss him terribly out here. You know, it's hard to replace somebody like that that is so happy with their life.
And Lieutenant Nappy was a longtime Bruce Springsteen fan. NJ.com reports he even got a hug from the star during a benefit concert for 9/11 families. We're live in Farmingville, Long Island. I'm Carolina Lead, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Carolina, thank you. It is all just so sad. We invite you to stay with Eyewitness News and 7 Online for the latest on the death of Lieutenant Richard Nappy of the FDNY. We'll also have any new developments on Eyewitness News this morning, beginning at 4:30.
We're going to turn now to the other news of the night. An admitted terrorist, Najibullah Zazi, expected to testify tomorrow against a former friend accused of planning to bomb New York City's subway system. Prosecutors say the plot was foiled when Zazi and 2 accomplices were arrested in 2009. Zazi and Zareen Amidze pleaded guilty to plotting the suicide attack, but a third man, Adiz Madunjanin, insists he is innocent. Amidze today testified all 3 men attended an al-Qaeda training camp in Pakistan.
Now an Eyewitness News exclusive, a widow in Westchester County grieving twice. Her husband died last year. She wanted him cremated, but months later, no one knows where the ashes are. No one. Not the funeral home, not the crematorium, not the U.S. Postal Service. Eyewitness News reporter Jim Dolan is here with what the widow is now forced to do. Jim?
Bill, on Christmas Eve last year, 2 Postal Service employees knocked on Shelley Eady's door in Larchmont. They told Mrs. Eady, a widow whose husband of 39 years died in November, that they had lost her husband's ashes. They had them, they moved them, and they lost them. And then they said it was over. There was nothing more they could do.
For 1 week, I stood out there every day at 11:30 looking for my husband's remains.
But they never came. Miles Eady was 62 years old when he died last November after a long illness. He asked to be cremated, and Shelley intended to put some of the ashes in this locket so she and her husband of 39 years, the only man she ever loved, would be together forever.
That was my husband's last wish. I'm sorry. I knew this was going to.
The Rosedale Rose Hill Cemetery in Linden, New Jersey performed the cremation and mailed the ashes on December 3rd. Shelley told Eyewitness News reporter Tim Fleischer she followed the tracking number provided by the post office.
He got to the post office on December 5th at 8:50 in the morning. I have that information.
The post office doesn't deny any of it. In a statement to Eyewitness News today, a spokesman said an extraordinary review of this service anomaly, an exhaustive search to identify what happened, were unsuccessful. On February 6th, Ms. Eady was reimbursed $195 for the urn and $9.30 for the postage. Service anomaly?
I never received my husband's remains, so I don't understand that at all. My husband certainly was worth more than $204.32.
Mrs. Eady is suing the United States Postal Service, though she doesn't specify an amount for damages. But what she really wants to know, what is hardest to understand in all this, is what happened. The urn and the ashes make a pretty big package, and of course to Ms. Eady, an important one. And the post office simply lost it. They offer no explanation. Liz?
Oh, heartbreaking situation. Jim, thank you. Well, new at 11 tonight, for the first time, the state of New Jersey is allowing medical marijuana to be planted. The Greenleaf Compassion Center in Montclair has been granted a permit by the health department to grow medical marijuana. It'll need a separate permit to actually sell it. Still, this step means that medical marijuana could be available to patients who qualify within 3 to 4 months. That's how long it takes to grow.
2 families on Long Island in anguish tonight after 2 teenagers were killed in a horrible crash. It happened along the William Floyd Parkway while the teens were coming home from an amusement park. Cops say 20-year-old Thomas Smith fell asleep at the wheel after smoking pot and taking prescription drugs. 17-year-old Ryan Baumgartner and 19-year-old Jacqueline Salvador were killed. Tonight, Baumgartner's mother is furious that Smith is out on bail.
He's home. His mother's hugging him. He was eating with his parents, his family, whatever, and I can't even hug my son.
At this point, Mr. Smith is charged with a misdemeanor. Investigators are waiting for the results of toxicology tests to see if more charges will be filed.
There is new information tonight in the sex scandal involving the Secret Service agents in Colombia. So far, 11 agents have had their top security clearance yanked, and more could be on the way. They, along with some members of the Army, U.S. Army, are accused of hiring prostitutes at a hotel in Cartagena. Investigators are set to interview hotel employees as well as ask for surveillance tapes. They'll also talk to people in various nightclubs in the area. U.S. officials say they are embarrassed that the scandal is overshadowing the president's diplomatic efforts in Colombia.
We let the boss down because nobody's talking about what went on in Colombia other than this incident.
Well, members of the counter-assault team are among those being investigated tonight. Some are calling this the single biggest scandal in Secret Service history.
Higher taxes and job cuts. Not exactly a good news night for folks in Yonkers facing an otherwise red ink-drenched budget for the next fiscal year.
You're not going to close an $89 million budget gap without having some type of a tax increase.
Mayor Mike Spano's budget proposal today calls for a 3.72% hike in property taxes and the elimination of 112 city jobs, including 37 each at the fire and police departments.
Veteran New York City Congressman Adolphus Towns tonight announcing his retirement after representing parts of Brooklyn for 3 decades. 77-year-old Democrat says it is time for him to move on.
I was going to run for the 16th term, but then I looked at the age and I looked at the fact that maybe we need to just move on and allow somebody else to come in to do this.
Towns was facing a tough primary battle, but he insists the decision was personal, not political.
As we continue with Eyewitness News at 11 o'clock for this Monday night, all those hours you work, you think you deserve overtime pay? Well, you may be right. Also, I had a story of true devotion you've got to see, and how everyone wants to meet Grace. Plus, how to take the coolest pics with your smartphone and then share them.
And it was a picture-perfect day for the middle of August. How about these record highs in the low 90s in places like Poughkeepsie and Trenton, 83 in White Plains. Just missed a record high in New York City. We hit 88. The record high was 92. And we're down to 77 at 11 o'clock in the middle of April. Just remarkable. Changes to the AccuWeather forecast that will elevate the fire risk for tomorrow. We've got some rainfall down the road, and temperatures are up and down. We'll tell you all about it in the 7-day AccuWeather forecast coming up on Eyewitness News at 11.
Eyewitness News asked, what do you need in the morning? And you told us
what to expect on my way to work. And we got it. Whatever's happening with your commute.
Subways, buses, trains, and traffic. We got it.
And they update it every 7 minutes.
Watch Channel 7 Eyewitness News this morning from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Because whatever you need in the morning,
we got it.
Do you work for Toyota?
Yes.
Is it true the 2012 Camry has a lot of new features but costs less than last year?
Yes.
How is that even possible? I mean, is this thing even working? Do you find yourself uncontrollably attracted to me?
No.
No, it's working.
Lease the 35 MPG rated Toyota Camry for just $199 a month and get a lot for less. Toyota.
Ghost, the musical, is simply out of this world. It will keep you gasping. Ghost, the new musical phenomenon, now on Broadway.
Take it all in or go all out. A party for two or 202. With available Jeep 4x4 capability and up to 29 miles per gallon highway, you choose your freedom and your Jeep Compass or Patriot can handle the rest. The 2012 Jeep Compass and Jeep Patriot, the evolution of a legendary bloodline.
After $500 auto show bonus cash, lease Jeep Patriot Latitude for $199 a month for well-qualified lessees.
New York's Powerball jackpot is now over $130 million. That's over $130 million. I have absolutely no idea where I'm going.
Powerball from the New York Lottery. Hey, you never know.
Offering 4 distinct driving modes and Lexus dynamic handling, the next generation of Lexus will not be contained. The all-new 2013 Lexus GS. There's no going back. See your New York, New Jersey, Connecticut Lexus dealer.
Turns out dogs aren't loyal just to humans.
Well, this next story proves that. A dog's touching dedication to a fellow canine on heartbreaking display. A camera was rolling as a black lab braved traffic in Los Angeles last week to protect another dog that was hit by a car.
Okay.
A good Samaritan who was passing by put cones around the street to divert traffic until animal control showed up.
She's doing a lot better. When she first came into the shelter, she was very shy and timid and just kind of hiding out in the corner, but she's slowly coming around.
Well, unfortunately, the injured dog died after the accident, but there is great news about her loyal lab friend, who the shelter named Grace. The dog's family came forward and claimed her today. It turns out her name is Maggie, and she will be heading home tomorrow.
Overtime pay for an increasing number of American workers coming only by taking their employers to court. More than 7,000 lawsuits filed last year for overtime pay. That's up 32% from the height of the recession back in 2008. The complaints included being forced to work off the clock and dealing with work on nights and weekends because of smartphones and other high technologies. And they are calling it the most energy efficient light bulb ever. It's supposed to last about 20 years and it goes on sale Sunday. Just one rub, the price. $60, although you might save at least $10 because of instant rebates by the bulb's manufacturer, the Netherlands-based Philips. The price might drop even further if utilities offer rebates. As for the bulb itself, it's said to give off a pleasing, natural-looking light.
Instagram, it is the hugely popular photo sharing company that made headlines a few weeks ago after it was bought for more than $1 billion by Facebook. But for those users not all that happy about the new deal and Facebook's privacy concerns, there are a crop of similar photo sharing apps out there. Facebook's billion-dollar deal to buy Instagram put photo sharing apps in sharp focus. Instagram has about 35 million users, the free app for iPhone and now Android, a favorite for turning everyday objects and events into works of art with filters and effects. Whether you have a like or hate relationship with Instagram's new owner or you just want to try something new, there are other photo sharing apps for users to snap up. The Hipstamatic app for Apple products is another way to give photos that old-school look with various lenses and films with a retro feel. Stream Zoom for Android and Apple lets shutterbugs organize pictures into streams using hashtags similar to those used on Twitter. It lets you upload and do the same for video too. And while Instagram and other apps push edited photos to social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter, Pixable does the opposite, organizing photos posted to other platforms into customized feeds. And if none of these pique your interest, give it some time. Instagram's billion-dollar price tag will likely inspire app developers to come up with the next big thing in photo sharing soon. You think? Well, the one thing that all of these apps show is that mobile is the future for photography, and the tools used to enhance and share phone-generated images have a value that is only expected to skyrocket.
As we saw with Facebook buying Instagram, I'm still not over the Polaroid camera being gone. You know, the little thing.
They have a new one.
That's great.
No, I mean the one that comes out with the.
No,
really?
they're still around.
I know, you've made my night.
Yes, absolutely.
You have made my night.
I love it. I love that sound.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, they really are. We want to take a picture of today. Maybe save it. It's going to be beautiful. We're in the 80s today. We go back into the 70s tomorrow. Still a beautiful day, but there are some subtle differences that may require the light jacket. You know, it's not too bad to go for a jog. Right across the Upper West Side.
Cue the jogger.
I mean, it's 77 degrees at 11 o'clock. Pair of sevens, humidity 52%. The wind is out of the southwest. See, it went southeast, came off the water earlier. We dropped late day, but then I forecast this where we talked about a switch to southwest wind and temperatures actually holding steady or rising during the evening hours. Pressure's on the fall and the high today, a pair of eights, way above the average of 62. There are your sunrise and sunset times for tomorrow. So take today at minus 10 degrees and we're Tuesday, and the humidity will be a lot lower as well. That's why the fire risk is so much higher. Take another 10 degrees off on Wednesday. There can be an afternoon shower south of New York City. I just think it's more clouds mixing with sun for most of us on Wednesday. Late week looks nice again, but wet weather is looming over the weekend, but not all weekend. I'll get to that in a moment. Pair of 8s for Central Park and Newark and Andover. How about 91 in Trenton, same in Poughkeepsie today. And see that little sliver of green south shore of Long Island? That was 70s today with the wind off the 55-degree ocean water. It's still 70 in Morristown, 65 Somerville, and 74 in Teterboro right now. Very mild night. Of course, the cool spots, 59 in Bridgeport and 54 in Montauk. Still a wind mostly off the water. So to plan for tomorrow, mostly sunny, 7 o'clock, nice launching pad, 65, will be about 72 at noon. You'll notice the wind picking up. You'll also notice how much drier it feels tomorrow, and that'll mean a high fire risk during the afternoon, 75, going to a high of 77, then dropping into the 60s during the evening hours. The fire weather watch for the entire tri-state area. That's for Tuesday afternoon and evening. We'll watch it closely. Couple of patchy clouds and showers falling apart to our west. 2 cold fronts. One dries us out, one cools us off. So before that one comes, the second cold front comes and really cools us off. I think we're on the western fringe of this warm air mass, so that allows us one more day in the 70s before this cool air comes in late week. So it's a cooler breeze tomorrow at 77 degrees. Still feels great. By Wednesday, filtered sunshine, 64, maybe a shower south, but a lot cooler there in the low and mid-60s. Here's your AccuWeather forecast. At 7 a.m., it's great. 66, mostly sunny, mild start. You're going to notice a difference from today. A little more wind tomorrow, definitely less humid, higher fire risk, but we're still mid and upper 70s. 49 and much cooler tomorrow night. Your 7-day. Cool on Wednesday, 64. Beautiful Thursday and Friday. Saturday's better half of the weekend because the rain holds off till late in the day or at night. Sunday and Monday look like a washout and rather cool, only around 58 or 60. Much needed rain. Maybe an inch or two of rain then.
All right. So the weather that we have, the temperature we have right now is tomorrow's high.
Exactly. Thank you,
I
Lee.
like that. Thanks.
Thanks.
Coming up next, your pounding head. Could your gender make it worse? And this is not a picture. The sister of the future Queen of England should be in.
Bill, coming up next on Nightline right after Eyewitness News. Inside the storm, those 130 tornadoes reported across the heartland in only 2 days. Why some people made it out alive and others did not. Plus, Diane Sawyer's exclusive interview with the Romneys, and Ann finally speaks out about all the working mama drama. Nightline is just minutes away.
Tomorrow on Eyewitness News this morning, is that generic drug as effective as the brand you've been taking? We'll list which meds are safe alternatives that'll also save you money. Plus, Bill Evans' AccuWeather forecast is a real eye-opener. Tomorrow, starting at 4:30 a.m. on Eyewitness News this morning.
Closed captioning sponsored by Optimum. Direct injection, 265 foot-pounds of torque, all part of an engine built to effortlessly power through whatever challenge lies around the corner, no matter where that corner happens to be. The 308-horsepower Cadillac SRX, the most powerful standard engine in any luxury crossover.
Now lease a 2012 SRX crossover for $438 a month. Visit CadillacTristate.com for this attractive offer.
Think with your heart and take Nature's Bounty CoQ10 Ubiquinol, a bioavailable form of CoQ10 that supports heart and cardiovascular health. Nature's Bounty CoQ10 Ubiquinol, because when it comes to your heart, it's all up to you.
A lot of people are buying the Hyundai Sonata, and they're telling us why inside the booth.
My 2012 Sonata, the best car in America. Every single detail on that car I love. Gets great gas mileage.
A company that stands behind its product.
Piece of cake process. More upfront, better warranty. Hello? That was my mother-in-law.
I think she was going to tell you about the lease. It's just $199 a month.
But only at your local Hyundai dealer.
Let's say you need one of these, or even one of these. At PC Richard & Son, we have the largest selection of appliances at the guaranteed lowest prices, with up to 18 months financing. Plus, you get all of them. That's our award-winning sales team. And all of them. That's our delivery and installation team. And they make sure your new appliances are up and running perfectly. And right now, buy 3 select GE appliances and get the matching dishwasher free after rebate. PC Richard & Son, the company you can trust.
Did you love dancing on ABC7 tonight? Go to 7online.com for the latest sneak peeks, news, and information about Dancing with the Stars. Sponsored by Chrysler Town & Country. Hurry in now to the Chrysler Town & Country event. Eyewitness News needs your help to protect our children. Have you seen Kyla? ABC7 and Disney Nature's Chimpanzee thank you for helping protect our children.
The British royal family keeping mum tonight about scandalous photos of Pippa Middleton.
The sister of the potentially future queen, photographed with a gun-toting driver. Take a look. Pictures show Pippa riding shotgun, no pun intended, next to a friend who's pointing a gun at the paparazzi in Paris. Photographers have been following them closely. The gun was likely a toy, we're told. Police say they are not investigating the incident.
In tonight's Health Alert, hormonal changes may cause women to suffer from migraines much more than men. Studies show that debilitating headache affects 3 times more women than men. Neurologists in Nashville say migraines can be triggered by hormonal fluctuation, and the main culprit is estrogen. Migraines are actually more common in boys than girls until girls hit puberty and hormones begin to fluctuate up and down.
When we come back, Rob Powers with the night sports, including a very exciting Rangers game.
Leadership isn't given, it's earned. During the Leadership Sales Drive, lease the 2012 Ford Focus with up to 40 MPG for an incredible $149 a month. Just $149. Most MPG, most value.
Get to your Tri-State Ford dealer.
My mornings tend to be busy, and when I'm busy, things occasionally get forgotten. But now when I forget to do something around the house, I can unforget it with this. How did I ever live without Verizon? Oh no, I forget.
Welcome to Verizon Technology with home monitoring and control. Welcome to Life on FiOS.
Offering 4 distinct driving modes and Lexus dynamic handling, the next generation of Lexus will not be contained. The all-new 2013 Lexus GS. There's no going back. See your New York, New Jersey, Connecticut Lexus dealer.
What's that?
When I take a picture of this check, it goes straight to the bank.
Oh.
Oh, look, the line's out.
No, Mommy, no!
Don't worry, honey. It only works on checks.
Deposit checks from your smartphone with Chase Quick Deposit. Just snap a picture, hit send, and done. Take a step forward and chase what matters.
Take a knee, team. The Chevy Malibu has been a Consumer's Digest Best Buy for 4 years in a row. Standard with OnStar and turn-by-turn navigation, this car offers 33 miles per gallon on the highway. What's he doing?
Good question.
Get up, Kyle.
You said take a knee. That's what that means?
Well, technically.
Visit ChevyOffers.com. Right now, very well-qualified lessees can get a 2012 Chevy Malibu LS for around $179 a month. Fuel economy based on EPA estimates.
Today we're going to learn to say $1 million. Yes. Pudding. No. Guess.
Plunger.
No, $1 million.
Tweezers.
No.
Goat.
No. Kumquat. No. Plunger. No.
Monkey.
What?
Monkey.
Turn words into cash. Play cash word scratch-off games from the New York Lottery. Hey, you never know.
$1 million.
Orangutan.
A true leader stays ahead of the competition. During the Leadership Sales Drive, get a Ford Edge with best fuel economy in its class for an amazing $199 a month. Just $199. Best mileage, best value.
Get to your Tri-State Ford dealer.
New York's #1 news. Channel 7 Eyewitness News this morning.
Exciting Rangers game tonight.
It's been a great series so far. They haven't won a playoff series in 4 years, so the Rangers were really none too pleased with a split at the Garden. The Senators took Saturday's game, then they took the series home for tonight's Game 3. One team would jump ahead tonight. Game 3, Ranger fans ready to go. So too the team. Henrik Lundqvist has been key all season long, and he was again tonight. Scoreless game, third period. Brian Boyle is up next in the right place at the right time. Just watch the little backhanded flip like he's shoveling snow. It was 1-0 Rangers inside a minute to go. Lundqvist again. He was perfect. 39 shots, 39 saves, and the Rangers lead the series 2-1 with a 1-0 thrilling win on the road tonight.
We need this. We need to close this one off after letting the last one slip away. So just an unbelievable feeling to get this one.
Now, when it comes to the baseball playoffs, the Yankees swept the Twins in 2009, 2010. Altogether, they'd won 23 of their last 27 games against the Twins. Another one of those tonight, the opening of a 4-game series. Derek Jeter leading off the bottom of the first inning. His 3rd home run of this season already. The captain's flexing his muscles. Next batter is Curtis Granderson. Oh, back-to-back jacks. The Twins had scored 2 in the first inning, so this game was tied. Not for long. The Twins grab the lead again. Justin Morneau takes Freddie Garcia deep. Garcia gave up 5 runs on 9 hits. The Yankees opened the series with a loss, 7-3. Twins win. The Mets took their road show to Atlanta tonight. They opened the season against each other. Mets swept them in 3 straight. It's another good game tonight. 5th inning, tied at 1. Jack Wilson lifts one to left field. Now, this should give the Braves the lead, but look at Jason Bay at the wall. He leaps and grabs the ball, taking away the home run. What a play. And that gets the Mets moving. Yay. Bottom 5, the Braves intentionally walked David Wright with 2 outs to get to Ike Davis, hitting a $189 this year, but he's hitting 1,000 on that at bat. 3-run home run, and he needed that. Mets up 4-1, 9th inning, just for good measure. It's Bay again. He taketh away and he giveth. Mets win again, 6-1 the final. Knicks play the Celtics tomorrow, coming off the loss yesterday to the Heat. The Heat still in the area, taking on the Nets tonight. LeBron James would not let the Heat lose. He scored Miami's final 17 points all by his lonesome. The Heat didn't lead until the final 51 seconds of the game. Unreal. James finishes with 37 points. The Nets lose 101-98. They snatched defeat from the jaws of victory yet again.
And Jay-Z's coaching.
He's owning.
Yes, definitely.
Rob's fraternizing right now. Yeah.
Thanks, Rob. We'll be right back.
Some people like the 2012 Kia Sorento because of its class-leading miles per gallon. Some people like that it's a 2012 top safety pick. And Consumers Digest likes it because it's a best buy. Introducing the 2012 Kia Sorento. What's not to like? Get the Sorento today and find out for yourself why it's a best buy.
I knew all I could hear her say was that, you know, my baby was going to die, and I could not accept that. So in my mind, I was like, you know what? There's probably nothing that you could do, but I'm going to find somebody who can help me do something. And that's where my communication with New York-Presbyterian began. The tumor was located right under her neck. It was from here and all the way around to the other side of her face. So I had to deal with that in some way, and my way of coping with that was to try to remain as detached as possible. But that was a colossal failure of itself because I couldn't remain detached. This was a child who was not supposed to live. This was a child that other people had given up on. Even her own mother almost gave up on her too. But here she is. What more can I say but that?
What would happen if you were to take away 30 horsepower from the Ram 1500, remove 27 foot-pounds of torque, and subtract 40,000 miles off its powertrain limited warranty? You'd end up with a Ford F-150. Test our metal. Guts, glory, Ram.
After 500 Auto Show bonus cash, lease Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab for $299 a month for well-qualified lessees.
Ghost, the musical, is simply out of this world. A visual sensation that thrills. It will keep you gasping. From a Tony, Grammy, and Academy Award-winning creative team, Ghost, the new musical phenomenon, now on Broadway.
Is it fast?
It's got 10 speeds, my friend.
Is it fast?
It's got a lightning bolt on it, doesn't it?
Is it fast? I don't even know if it's street legal. Is it safe?
Oh, yeah.
It's a Volkswagen.
The Jetta, one of 9 Volkswagen models named a 2012 IIHS Top Safety Pick. That's the power of German engineering.
Right now, lease the 2012 Jetta for $159 a month. Visit VWDealer.com today.
Tonight, from Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, Kristen Ritter.
I've always been drawn to inappropriate men.
And heartthrob, Zac Efron.
Quite a scandal we've uncovered here.
On an all-new Jimmy Kimmel Live, tonight at midnight, 11 Central, on ABC.
Tomorrow at 5 on Eyewitness News. Born with a rare heart defect, her chance of survival was slim. Now, see what's growing in her own body that may save her life. Tomorrow at 5 on Eyewitness News.
That is the news for this Monday night. Thanks for watching. I'm Liz Chow.
And I'm Bill Ritter. Eyewitness News returns tomorrow morning at 4:30 for all of us. Rob Powers, Lee Goldberg, the whole team. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Tonight on Nightline, inside the storm, an unrelenting onslaught as more than 130 tornadoes are reported across the Midwest, tossing cars, shattering homes over 48 terrible hours. Tonight, the reason some survived while others did not. The Romneys, after a debate pitting working moms against the stay-at-home version with Ann Romney front and center, the candidate and his wife sit down for an exclusive ABC News interview with our Diane Sawyer. And paparazzi, the ultra-famous royal sister, smiling as a pal appears to aim a gun at photographers. Tonight, the press problem that has Pippa Middleton under fire.
From the global resources of ABC News with Terry Moran, Cynthia McFadden, and Bill Weir in New York City. This is Nightline, April 16th, 2012.
Good evening.